Throughout history, legal battles have not only shaped the law but have also captured the public's imagination with their bizarre, often controversial circumstances. From bizarre lawsuits to complex cases involving world leaders, here are 10 of the craziest legal battles that have unfolded in history. 1. The People vs. OJ Simpson. One of the most famous and widely followed legal battles in American history, the OJ Simpson case captivated the world in the 1990s. Former football star OJ Simpson was charged with the murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman. The trial, often referred to as the trial of the century, featured a defense team that successfully argued that Simpson was framed by the police. Despite overwhelming evidence, Simpson was acquitted in 1995, though he was later found liable for the deaths in a civil court. 2. The McLabel case. In 1990, two British activists, Helen Steele and Dave Morris, were sued by McDonald's for libel after they distributed pamphlets that criticized the fast food giant's practices, particularly regarding health, environmental impact, and labor conditions. McDonald's pursued a case that lasted for over a decade. Steele and Morris had no legal representation for much of the trial, yet they successfully defended many of the claims, making the case an iconic example of a David versus Goliath battle. The case ultimately became a symbol for free speech. 3. The Great Balloon Race of 1911. In 1911, a thrilling race across the skies captivated the world, the Great Balloon Race, which saw competitors attempting to travel the furthest distance by hot air balloon. The race began in Paris, and the prize was a prestigious $10,000. Pilots faced numerous challenges, including unpredictable weather, the risk of drifting into uncharted territories, and dangerous altitudes. The event ultimately highlighted the pioneering spirit of aviation enthusiasts at the time and helped to push forward the development of ballooning as a recreational and scientific pursuit. 4. The case of the Missing Pringles. In 2008, Pringles faced a legal battle over whether they were considered potato chips or not. The issue arose when Pringles sought to avoid a hefty value-added tax, VAT, in the UK that was applied to standard potato chips. The company argued that their product was not technically a potato chip due to the manufacturing process and the fact that it's made from dehydrated potato flour rather than whole potatoes. In a case that went all the way to the UK's highest court, Pringles won the case, thus saving millions in taxes, but also becoming an odd legal landmark. 5. The battle over Napster. Napster, a peer-to-peer music sharing service launched in 1999, sparked a massive legal battle when major record labels and artists, led by Metallica and Dr. Dre, sued the company for facilitating music piracy. The lawsuit resulted in a court order for Napster to shut down its file-sharing service, making it one of the most significant battles over digital copyright infringement. Despite the legal defeat, the case played a pivotal role in the evolution of online music distribution. 6. The case of the phantom time hypothesis. A historian named Heribert Illig proposed in the 1990s that much of the history we know, especially the early Middle Ages, was fabricated. According to the phantom time hypothesis, certain periods in history, including parts of the Dark Ages, never actually happened. While his theory was widely rejected by scholars, it spurred some strange legal debates in Germany, with illogical lawsuits and historical disagreements prompting extensive media coverage. 7. The lawsuit against the Grim Reaper. In 2005, the family of a man who died after being hit by a car filed a lawsuit against the Grim Reaper. The suit, which claimed that the Grim Reaper was responsible for causing death, was dismissed, but it remained an example of bizarre legal thinking. While absurd, the case highlighted the sometimes strange and humorous lengths people will go to in the aftermath of a tragedy. 8. The defamation case of the Wicked Bible. In 1631, a group of printers in London published a version of the King James Bible that contained a rather significant error. In the Ten Commandments, it stated, "Thou shalt commit adultery," instead of, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." This misprint became known as the Wicked Bible, and the printers were fined heavily, and the Bible was ordered to be destroyed. This was one of the most extraordinary legal battles in religious history, highlighting the importance of accuracy in publishing sacred texts. 9. The battle for the Mona Lisa. In 1911, one of the most famous works of art, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, was stolen from the Louvre by an Italian handyman named Vincenzo Perugia. Perugia believed that the painting should be returned to Italy, where he thought it rightfully belonged. After keeping the painting hidden for 2 years, Perugia attempted to sell it to art dealers in Florence, who alerted the authorities. The subsequent legal battle over the painting's ownership involved international legal authorities and museum representatives. 10. The strange lawsuit of the hot coffee case. In 1992, a woman named Stella Liebeck sued McDonald's after spilling hot coffee on herself, resulting in third-degree burns. While it seemed like a frivolous lawsuit at the time, the case revealed disturbing details about the chain's knowledge of the dangerously hot coffee temperature it served, as well as its history of customer complaints. Liebeck was awarded $2.7 million, though the final settlement was far less. The case became a symbol for debates about frivolous lawsuits in the U.S. legal system. These legal battles may seem outlandish, but they reveal the complexities of law and the sometimes unpredictable outcomes of even the most peculiar cases. They have not only influenced the way law is practiced but have also become part of popular culture, sparking debate, laughter, and, in some cases, raising profound questions about justice, rights, and personal responsibility.